All right, so the your first card is a chakra card, and this has to do with crown chakra. This is about spiritual wisdom. This is about your angels or your guides communicating with you. This is any messages that you're hearing that are intuitively guided. So I want to encourage you, since this is the first card starting off this month, maybe you all have already experienced some intuition, some dreams that have been foretelling. In other words, like you've had the dream, or maybe you've had the dream in the past and the situation is just now starting to show up. I've done that several times. It's very interesting. I a lot of times know when it's a prophetic dream is when it happens very quickly. It's usually in color, but at least it's very quickly. It's almost like it's sending me a message and then it's done. And then whatever time that shows up, it shows up. So pay attention to this crown chakra. This also has to do with, any crystals that help with that. I just decided right before I did these readings, and you guys are the first one, I'm starting off the first of the year, I decided to put all my crystals that have to do with the chakras. So that's interesting that came up. This is selenite. It's good for opening up the crown chakra. And so, of course, is amethyst. This is a pyramid. So if you all sit and take a quiet moment, or go outside, go into nature, sit with your puppy when they're quiet, but just go into a place of peace and calmness, because this is about you all really paying attention to your inner guidance. Okay, what's coming through you, what's being channeled to you. All right, so that's really, again, selenite. Don't put it in water, though. This is the one crystal that will dissolve if you get one. So don't put that into water. But anyway, stay open to your intuition, stay open to your dreams. Anything that comes up on signage, TV, whatever the case may be, that's a message to you. All right, Capricorn, your next one is, victory and success. And this is a spiritual card. So this comes right after opening up your seventh chakra of spiritual wisdom. This is a spiritual card, and this is the number 6. And in numerology, 6 has to do with love, community, responsibility, love of yourself. I know, and in myself, I have some 6. My birth path isn't 6, it's 9. But if your birth path is a 6, when you add up all your numbers together, or if you were born on the 6, you tend to give a lot to other people. So the feeling is to give to yourself, and in doing so, and taking that quiet time, that meditation time, you're going to have some victory and success spiritually. I'm seeing some of you really almost going into like a Buddhist sort of feeling of zen around you, that you're needing that right now. Maybe that's something that you've wanted and needed. I know after the lunar eclipse in March, a lot of people, that was about relationships. That was the lunar eclipse in Libra. Libra is actually has to do with the number 6, because it is about family, responsibility, relationships. And there were some breakups. There were some makeups. Some people felt, their relationships fell apart. If you were in that category, then, again, take care of yourself. And that might just be tuning into you, like I said earlier. When I look at this card for you guys, interestingly enough, I'm noticing the red flag, of course, but I'm also noticing his elbow. Okay, so when looking at his elbow, what does that mean for you? It feels like that you've put in, this is a play on words, but you've put in some elbow grease into your situation, that you're giving yourself some strength. This is fortifying you. This is giving you like that lion strength that we need sometimes to go through situations, to go through life. The red flag is just like, it feels like, to me, it's a protection for you. Again, a layer of strength for you. He's blowing his horn out into the heavens. So he's saying, okay, I'm listening. I've got it. I'm doing it. I'm paying attention to me. And And I know that you Capricorns are motivated. I know you're inspired. I know you work hard at whatever you do, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or whether you're out in the workplace. But this really is saying you have a lot to say intuitively. Okay. All right. So let's go on to the third card, and this is an emotional card, and this is the number 4. And this is discontent and boredom. Okay, well, that's what it says, is discontent and boredom. So my feeling is with these other 2 cards that a lot of you, when you as you can see, when he turns around, look at what he sees. It's a meadow with a beautiful castle in the background. So again, all you have to do is, this is like the 4 of Cups. All you have to do is turn around, look at the beauty in life. This is so much, you guys, from coming from interiorly this month, coming from yourself, a place of fulfillment and wishes and hope and dreams. When I look at this card, my feeling is it's a number 4, so it's like feeling like you're balanced. I feel like some of you have felt a little bit unbalanced, which is unusual for you. I feel like you need to get more grounded. You know, we talked about 7th chakra, but in order to listen to the intuition, we have to be grounded. So put your feet in the grass. It's springtime. I'm feeling like a lot of you, I see some of you actually, I see it 2 ways. I see some of you actually just wanting to walk out on your job or your place of business and just say, you know what, I've had enough. So any of you that are doing that, I also see that if you turn around and look, that you're at the bright side of life, that you're looking for situations and opportunities. And I think some of you are going to get presented some new ideas that are going to lead into business opportunities. And I'm seeing a large group of people or a corporation or a larger company. It could be you're doing something on your own, but this feels like it's with a group of people. If it has to do with relationships, I feel like a lot of you have been through a lot of that lately, and that you're settling that out. And if you're not settling that out, then pay attention to what's going on with you and the other person. And that's not only the relationships with a partner, but that's relationships with friends too. This comes up for me, and it seems like it's come up for you guys before, is to pay attention to friendships. Who is good for you to be around? Who supports you? Is it someone that latches onto you and it drains your energy? Or is this somebody that you feel like you can have an even conversation with? You could go to lunch, you could go to dinner, you could even go on a trip with. Think about that. Think about if you could do a road trip with this person. That would tell you whether they're easy enough to have in your life or if there's someone who drains you. Think about a road trip. Think about it. Who did Oprah do that road trip with? Oprah and her best friend, Gail. Can you do that? Interesting. Okay. And your last card of this particular 4-card spread is a mental card of moving on. All right. Well, I was just saying about, friendships and relationships. So some of you are going to feel like, you know what? It may be time to move on. It may be time to move on to, as you can see, brighter horizons. He's walking out of the dark and into the light. And there's leaves, and there's all kinds of opportunities that come. As you can see, the light's just shining down on him. There's all kinds of opportunities that come when you mentally, because this is a mental card, when you mentally figure out that, you know what, this will work. I'm going to let everything drop. This is probably part of, too, this lunar eclipse. I'm telling you, this was big. We've had a series of eclipses, and it's changed people. It's rocked people's lives. Believe me, when I talk to clients, it's like, wow. Some people are getting laid off. They didn't know it was coming. Some people do. Relationships, friendships, health stuff. Look into the positive. Look into the light. Okay, Capricorn, I totally encourage you guys to do that. I want to pull a card from the Archangel card. Okay. All right. And this is patience. All right. And Patience says, this is from Archangel Jophiel. Your dreams are your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. Okay. So, that could be, I really feel like patience with yourself. Be kind to yourself. This card, if you look at it, they talk about bloom and it has a lot of greenery and nature in it. This is very important for you guys. Spend this April outdoors as much as you can. Pull some plants in. Be around nature. Be around puppies.